Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be guiding you through the steps of interacting with the Hyperlend Testnet, okay? The Hyperlend Finance Testnet. There are so many testnets out there and so many are saturated. So many you need money to interact with the testnet servers. But this is one of the testnets that is less saturated. It has so very few people running it and it is pretty easy to complete. It does not require so much tasks and it's mobile friendly too, meaning you can run it on your mobile. Now I'm going to guide you through the steps on how to carry out this testnet. Please follow me carefully as I proceed. The link to the testnet will be pasted in the description, so you can use the link to register if you haven't. Now, this is it. There are two methods, two very clean methods if you're using a mobile for you to carry out the testnet. The first one is using an EVM wallet in-app browser, okay? Like the BitGet wallets, the MetaMask, they have in-app browsers. You can decide to use the in-app browser. Just paste the link in the in-app browser and open it. You can also decide to use the second method, which is what I'm using. Use a browser, a normal browser. Now, if you're using a browser like me, you have two options. You can decide to download a browser extension. That means you'd have to use a browser that supports extension, which are Macy's browser, Kiwi browser, and so on. Now, for this tutorial, I am making use of the Kiwi browser. You can also decide to use a wallet app, which is what I am going to be using. Now, for the purpose of this tutorial, I am using BitGet wallet, okay? I'm not running any promotions for BitGet. It is just for educational purposes only. Now, once you click the site, the first thing you're going to do is to accept the terms and conditions. And when you accept it, it's going to bring you to this page where you are expected to connect your wallet. Now, once I tap on Connect Wallet, you can see it at the top right of the screen. You see where it says Connect Wallet here. Okay. Now, once I tap on Connect Wallet, you're going to be shown a list of wallets. Now, what I want to do is to tap on all wallets. If you're carrying out this my method, you'd see here it says all wallets, so I'm going to tap on all wallets. And when I tap on all wallets, I'm going to select BitGet wallet. Okay. Now, when I select BitGet wallet, it's going to pop up asking me if I want to continue in Mrs. browser or if I want to continue in Kiwi browser, if I want to continue in BitGet wallet. Now, I do not have an extension, so I'm going to be using BitGet wallet. Okay, so my BitGet wallet opens and I am expected to sign the transaction. Now, this is what I do. I approve. I wait for some time, then I proceed. Okay. Now, you see, I have authorized it. Now, I can return to website or stay in wallets, anyone you want to do, right? So now you see, if you look at my browser here, you see that my wallet is already connected. Now, this is the first step, the very first step. Connect your wallet. Once you've been able to connect your wallet, then you can follow these other steps. If you have any questions on connecting wallets, you find it difficult to connect your wallet, please do well to ask in the comment section and I'll try my best to guide you into connecting your wallets. Okay. Now, once you've been able to connect your wallet, you're going to come to these three dots here. Now, what this testnet is all about, your interactions on this testnet is simply to borrow funds and to supply funds. Now, you have to borrow and supply, and it's quite easy. Okay, you just borrow and supply, and that's all. You just keep repeating it, repeating it, and as you're repeating it, you're accumulating points. Okay, you can also refer. Now, you're going to tap on that top, that place my arrow is pointing to. Now, when you tap on there, you'd see the options will come out: the dashboard, the market, the analytics, explorer, referrals, faucets, MBTC faucets, and so on. Now, points are not yet available, so as you continue doing these things, your points are accumulating, but you might not yet be able to see them. Okay, but you just have to continue doing it. Okay, now you are going to tap on markets, this markets here. Now, once you tap on markets, you'd see a place where you're supposed to supply, you're supposed to borrow. It's going to show here. Okay, let me refresh the page. Right, now you see this is markets. You see MBTC, ETH, Hype. You can supply here. As you can see it, you can supply here, you can borrow here for all assets. Now, this is just what you're going to be doing. Now, these are test tokens. Okay, they do not hold any real value. It's just used to interact with the testnet. Right, now, before you can be able to supply, you have to claim from the faucet. Now, how do you claim from the faucet? You go back to this place, and then you see this place, it says faucets. Now, because I'm using mobile, at some point the site might keep getting blank, but you just have to refresh. It's nothing really serious. Now, just tap on faucet. When you tap on faucet, you have to wait for a while for it to verify if you are human or not. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to tap on verify I am human. Okay, so when I tap on verify I'm human, I'm going to wait for a while, and then it verifies, and then it says, okay, IP rate limited. This message is simply because I have requested for testnet tokens in the past hour. Okay, so now this does not necessarily mean anything wrong. It means my IP is limited. I have requested for tokens in just 1 hour, not even yet up to 1 hour. Okay, I made a request just before I started making this tutorial. So right, for you, the message you're going to be getting is tokens has been sent, or sending tokens, any one of that. So if it says sending tokens, you have to wait for a little while for those tokens to successfully send. Now, when the tokens successfully send, the next thing you're going to do is to go back to markets. Right, you go back to markets. Now, when you go back to markets, you'll see where it says supply, borrow, supply, borrow. What you need to do is tap on supply. When you tap on supply, as you can see, I already have tokens here because I already requested, like I said. So I already have tokens here. What you do is you tap on supply, you select any amount you like, maybe half, you can get it filled up, or whatever you like to do here, you supply. You can always request for more testnet tokens. Now, once you tap on supply, it's going to send a transaction back to the wallet that you created for this. Okay, in my case, I used my BitGet wallet, so it's going to send a transaction to my BitGet wallet. When it sends a transaction to my BitGet wallet, what I'm going to do is to accept or sign that transaction. Right now, I'm going to tap on BitGet wallet, and it's going to open. It's going to send me a transaction. So when it sends this transaction, what I'm going to do is to sign this transaction. Right, I'm going to confirm this transaction. Now, after confirming the transaction, I'm just going to wait for some time, and after that, you'd see that it has been successful. Okay, now, okay, my borrowing request could not be processed. Please try again or contact. Now, this is a network problem, and it doesn't really affect anything. It's mostly because I just borrowed before I make this video. Now, you got the steps. What you would get in your own is that it is successful. Right, you mostly get that it is successful. If you carry out this transaction, you mostly get that it is successful. Then you can supply and borrow and so on and so forth. Okay, some of the time the network, you see, some of the time the network is bad. You can, if you continue getting this kind of request, you can reduce the amount. If need be, you can reduce the amount or increase it and still try again until you successfully borrow or or supply. Now, once you borrow or you supply, then you're done. You can do that for all of them, and when you finish doing it for all of them, you come back after some time, because you can't do it repeatedly. If you do it now, you can't do it again in the next hour or in the next 2 hours, just because you're going to be rate limited. Right, you're going to be totally rate limited, and if you're rate limited, it's not going to work. Okay, so you can try it maybe twice a day, 3 times a day, and just continue interacting with the platform. When you continue interacting with the platform, it's going to continue accumulating points for you. So when the points are actually out, then you would see how much points you've been able to accumulate. So I think this time around it went. I think this time around my transaction was successful, because you see, it's telling me my funds will be deposited shortly once the transaction is confirmed. So once it gets to this stage, your funds will be deposited shortly after the transaction is confirmed. Then you just have to leave it for a while and wait for the transaction to be confirmed. And once the transaction is confirmed, then you can know that you're done with this. Now, this is basically what you do in this particular testnet. Just borrow and supply, and that's all you're going to be doing to accumulate points. Now, with this, I believe I've been able to do justice to this particular testnet tutorial. If you have any questions, if you're finding anything difficult, you can ask in the comment section. Okay, the link to the testnet, as I said earlier, will be pasted in the description. You can also join my Telegram channel for more updates. The link will also be pasted in the description. Thank you so much for watching to this point. Please do well to like, do well to subscribe, do well to share my video. Till we meet again in the next video, take care of yourself.